Hey Terrosphere, it's Holly from Cape Cod Creatures, and I am here with day 5 of Ethony's 31 Days of Tarot Challenge, and so far, going strong. Alright, so the prompt for day 5 is the card that stalked you in 2017. So I looked back at my journals to kind of see like, okay, well, what card stalked me, what card didn't, and I'm pleased to say that all of my stalkers were like period of time specific. Like sometimes the death card was following me around, sometimes the tower card followed me around, sometimes the 9 of cups. Actually, the 9 of cups showed up a lot for me this year, which didn't feel quite like a 9 of cups year, if we're honest. But the card I found that kept repeating itself for me came from actually an oracle deck, which is the Compendium of Constellations, and it is the Heal card. Let me see if I can get that to focus for you all. Yep. I can't pronounce it. Didn't look it up for this video. Too bad. But this card kept stalking me. And that I find to be really, like, first of all, it's a 90 card deck. So one out of 90 chance I'm going to redraw this card. You know, again and again and again. Like each time it's a 1 out of 90 chance. And then the thing that I found really interesting about it is the backs are really hard to discern, you know, what card is what. So it's not like I can be like, oh, the corner of that's faded, because I do treat my decks pretty well. I choose these cards when I do drawings with the Compendium of Constellations. I fan my cards and I use a pendulum to choose the card. And I want to say, like, every other time I do a reading with that deck and in that style, like when I use my pendulum, this card comes up. It comes up more often than it does not. And if it's not Heal, it's another green one, and it's Resurrect, which I didn't pull. But that is, this is my stalker card of the year. I'm assuming it's because I've been working more with Reiki, and, you know, I did my Reiki 1 certification. I've been trying to do Reiki every day. And I did form a really nice connection with my Reiki guide. I've been calling him Cookies, because that's his name. I don't think that's really the guide's name, but there's a whole long story. Maybe someday I'll go into Cookies on here, but yeah, I don't know, like this just comes up for me a lot. It's totally weird. And then as far as tarot's concerned, lately I've had one stalker that keeps showing its ugly head up, and it is the 2 of Swords. Now, the 2 of Swords is very much a card of indecision and, oh, hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry about that. So the 2 of Swords is very much a card of decision and indecisions. It's a card about striking balance. Usually you see it, it's the one where the woman has her arms crossed and the swords are making like the downward, like the, you know, and she's blindfolded. So it's definitely like there's something in a situation that you're just not seeing, or you're choosing not to see, or you're choosing not to deal with something. Yeah, I just can't, honestly, I have a really hard time reading for myself. So when a card stalks me, it's usually hindsight is 2020. The most I can say about it is when I do draw this card, it's usually in relation to work stuff, and it's usually it's about something that I'm doing or something that's driving me nutty. And it's kind of like, well, you're creating your own issue and you're choosing not to see it is normally the message. But where it keeps showing up, I feel like I've adjusted whatever it is that I need to adjust. And for some reason, let me see if I can get this to focus for you. This is from the Animal Totem Tarot, which is amazing. If you don't have that tarot, definitely look into, do I have it? Animal Totem Tarot. But yeah, I don't know. I just can't quite put my finger on what this card is getting at. And I'm sure in a few days or whenever it decides to fully form, like, I'll figure it out. But until then, these are my 2 stalker cards. I'm gonna have to file a restraining order, but it is what it is. Thank you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.